Right. Right. Week 6, and it's the 17th training session. So this week it was just a run, right, for the second, not this week obviously, the second session is this week. It's just a run. So it's Thursday night, yes, it's Thursday. And I just went for a run around Castleside and Moorside. So the run went okay. I was knackered, proper knackered. I think I pushed myself too hard. Wouldn't be able to tell you how many miles I ran, but it was a canny lot. To be honest, I don't think the session went as well. I've only put a run in this coursework for 2 weeks. So, because I was trying to get my cardiovascular levels up through doing like gym workouts, like CV workouts, like on the running machine and doing sprints and what have you. So the last 2 weeks I thought I'd test myself with like an actual proper run. So it was kind of far tonight, like it was kind of far. And what I done well really, I did pace myself, but I was absolutely knackered. So I don't know how, I don't know if I've done that well, because if I've paced myself and like ran at a reasonable pace all the way around, I didn't stop, but I think that's probably the only thing. But I was still absolutely, I was gone. So I don't like running. It's not my thing. Definitely won't take it up as a sport or out like that. So areas of skill and health related fitness. Health related fitness is just the CV endurance. I thought by week 6 it'd be off. I don't know if it's, I think, I don't know, it might be one of the aspects. I don't know. I'm a bit run down, that's all I can say. And I've had a bit of a cold, so maybe that's the only thing. But I was hoping for week 6, like, I should be able to run a canny distance and not be as tired. But obviously this week, that's not, wasn't working. But the areas of health related fitness will be CV endurance, and areas of skill related fitness will be agility, coordination, reaction time and speed, because normally last week I'd done like a canny few sprints and that, but this week I didn't do as long on the sprints, so I think I only done probably about 15 minutes like sprints and that. But this week I ran a lot more, so like I was out about an hour and a half, and I reckon I would have ran about an hour and 15 minutes of that. So I only done sprints and that and a warm up for about 15 minutes. So I went up the local field and done me sprints. So I done about 10 minutes of sprints on and off, like it was probably like interval with the sprints. So I'd have a break in that, and then I done a couple of drills with some cones, just like agility, getting around, coordination, all that sort of stuff. And then done me warm up, stretched, and then I went for me hour and 15-minute run. And it consisted of like going from the top of Castleside to like the Grove, back to Moorside, back to Castleside, back to the Grove. So I done that. And I done that more than once, obviously. I timed myself. It didn't matter where I went as long as I just ran for an hour and 15 minutes, I said. So I can't really do anything to progress because it's the last week. And probably, if I want to start getting my fitness levels up, I'll have to test myself next week to see if it was just this week that I've felt a bit unwell and that, and see if my levels of fitness are any higher next week. So I might end up putting a video on next week to see about that, because I wasn't too happy. But aye. So my intensity levels were really high. It was 120. Gotta see it somewhere. 122. There were. So my heart rate was 122. So it was very high intensity. With the sprints and the run, it was probably a great workout, but I was knackered. So aye, progressive overload. I can't apply anything to progressive overload because it's the last week. But if I want to carry on doing the gym sessions, which I will, but obviously I'm not going to make videos. I'll keep all the times and that the same, so there's not really much I can progress on because this week was a nightmare. So I'd probably have to give you another video next week and do the run next week and see what happens and how I feel, and then I'll be able to give you an answer of what I can progress on. So that's aspects of training. I probably should have eaten more carbohydrates. I probably didn't have a good enough tea, so I should have had something like rice or pasta and chicken or something like that. So that's one aspect. The fact that probably me cold, block nose and that, so that definitely could have affected it. In improvements, I'm obviously going to do this one again because I think I'm going to actually stick to me 3 sessions a week plan and just keep on doing it. It's not just for the PE coursework. I'll carry on and do that. So I'm not just going to stop now because I don't have to do any more coursework. So basically, improvement's going to be to try and complete the run and not feel like I'm dying and suffocating and need to get into RVI or anywhere like that. So that'll be one improvement. And the next, if I can manage the run okay, up the time and up how long I do. So this is the second session of the last week.